Don't you just love it when people just vaporize into existence? Hello everyone, welcome back to Toukiden 2. So this is as you may have seen based on the description of this video, I'm gonna make a little more progress into the story while telling you guys a little story of my own. And it didn't like not something that, like escalated too heavily, but it was definitely worthy of a story when I went for what it
どう
was.
したからくり使い
Um,
俺に何か用か
but so I do apologize. I probably shouldn't have started talking to Toya, but so we'll stick with this and we'll see what he has to say, and then I'll continue on.
戸様が負った苦しみを知りたいか
We outsiders have suffered. Now, I did skip some of the story, so if anyone's curious as to what that pain is, it's basically there were two different groups, the guards and the samurai. Guards are insiders because they're inside the barrier that protects Maharoba village, and the samurai are the outsiders because they live outside the village. And they basically are at war with each other, the two groups. But it's basically just a bunch of infighting and
機内とて同じようなものだ戸様
but
ばかりが苦しんだと
they
は
gave
言
their
え
reasons for it. Like, for example, Kamuna was talking about how there were certain outsiders that were taken in as slaves to the insiders, basically being offered protection and care, but then they get put to work. And then there were guards who Tsubaki has said would just downright kill some of the insiders, the samurai would kill the insiders out of, like, in cold blood. So, anyways, moving on.
大間が時以降誰もがそれぞれの傷を抱えている俺も娘を失った
Oh.
孤児を拾って育てていただが流行り病でこことは別の里にいた頃の話だあの時機内の医者たちは治療を
Also,
拒否した
everyone, if I do happen to cough while I am on broadcast mic, I'm going to try to mute it if I feel a cough coming on. But if I don't, please forgive me. I am getting over a bit of a sore throat. So, like, for example, right now.
ただ
yeah, that's
戸様であるというだけで
I feel better now. But I did this. I don't expect this broadcast to take too long because I did take some Benadryl, to help me sleep and to help my sore throat because I know, antihistamine is good for scratchy throat. And the Benadryl that I took, it will knock me out. So I do need to be conscientious of when I go
今
to
でも
bed.
思い出す雪の降りしきる誰にも救ってもらえず娘は一人あそこに見える桜の木はあの子が皆の行為でここまで運んでもらった
Oh, well, that's sweet.
この世には悪があるそれを切るまで立ち止まるつもりはない
Okay. What do I need to do next? Oh, meet with the professor. Okay. I'll go ahead and do that. And while I'm on my way there, I'll take my time and I will start with this story. So, anyways, so I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go to the GameStop. I recently got an Xbox One. I've heard good things about the game Rare Replay, so I'm gonna try to get that game and see what it's about. So I go to this local GameStop or in the area where I'm at. And I find I'm not able to find it, but so I'm just sitting outside the corner, or I'm just sitting in line waiting to be helped, and I notice there's these guys, and I'm gonna wait to talk to the professor just so I can finish telling this little bit of the story. They have a sack full of games to trade in, and I hear the one girl who's helping another customer says, I'm sorry, but we cannot take in sealed games. And my first thought was, holy crap, why are these guys bringing in sealed games? Instantly raised a red flag for me. So they all leave with their sack of games, and one of the guys comes back in with another game. It's not sealed. And he actually comes back in, he says, I actually found a game that was not sealed. I take a glimpse at that game, and I notice one thing that's odd about it. For those of you that might not know, when you look at a game in the bottom right, on the bottom left corner, like, you know, it should be typical knowledge to gamers. If you look in the bottom left corner, you see the rating, right? Now, the ESRB rating system has the E, E10, and then T, and then M, right? Well, there are other areas that have a similar rating system, but it's not the ESRB. It is, I think it's PEGI, spelled P-E-G-I. I don't know what it stands for, so don't even ask me. But it's basically, like, as far as I've known, it's been the UK's rating system. I don't know if it's any other place, but it has a particularly different symbol than the ESRB rating system. While we here in America have, you know, the E, E10, T, and M, they just have ages. You know, like, I've seen trailers where it says, like, PEGI 13. Basically, that's the UK's iteration of a rated T game. And PEGI 18 is UK's iteration of an M-rated game, which is funny because they say, you know, because, you know, here in America, you just need to be 17 to buy an M-rated game, but apparently in the UK, now anyone who sees this, please tell me if I'm wrong, but apparently in the UK, in order to get an M-rated game, you have to be 18. You have to be a legal adult. And I do find that fascinating. I mean, I find it odd that America is so lax when it comes to video game and movie ratings compared to other places. Anyways, let's talk to the professor, and then I'll continue on with my story. Sorry for keeping everyone in suspense. I'm a bit of a trickster. Oh, I got a cat scratching at my door. I'll let him in. Come on in, Riley. Come on. Here's a guy. Can you hear him meowing? He's a lonely kitty. He's a lonely kitty. He's probably gonna get comfortable on my lap. Oh, Hatsuho with her sense of humor. Utakata? Is that Utakata or Utakata? It sounds better as Utakata. Utakata village? Sounds reasonable. Hey Lee, if you're gonna hang out, you're gonna be a good boy, okay? You hear him purring? I have a loud purring kitty. Alright, moving on. Ha, Togitsugu. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
Soma of the 100 Demon Corps and Hatsuho of Utakata Village.
Yare.
You found a way to purify the overworld. You just want more test subjects. He's right, though.
よろしく頼む。
私だって。
That just sounds like a case of anything you can do, I can do better. Did I kind of just start just singing that a little bit? He's up in the palace.
以上でお頭戦議の説明を。まずは10人の推薦人を集めることだ。でなければお頭の
その程度ぞ。
では本日の
10 people
評
who will vouch for you.
待つのだ。
Oh man,
供養だ
if
な。
I have to be one of the people. Oh man, that'd be tough.
かぐや様。
I think I might take my choice with the samurai because I just straight up
Yakumo.
love samurai.
トウヤ。それに皆にも聞いてほしいことがある。
お前から話とはめ
私の結界に関して生じている不備。私の結界の力では機内しか守れぬ。それで多くの人を死なせてしまった。
決してかぐや様の責任で。
ありがとう、ヤクモ。
うん。
だが私には神垣の巫女として私はずっと考えていた。そして一つの機内の居住区を開放し、戸様も共にす。
正気か。
ほう面
I
白い。
bet Toya's happy
今
about
の機
that.
内の建物を改築し、岩屋とのようなそこに皆で住めば結界は小さくても皆を守れる。どうだ、最良の。
冗談じゃねえ。
戸様と一緒だなんてやめ。
機内と共生。今の方がまだマシだ。
何をされるか分かったもんじゃない。
どうしたのだ。皆。
かぐや様、なりません。あなたは。
そんなことはな。
反発が起こるぞ。かつてないほどのな。
What kind of outcry is he talking about?
それでも私はそれが死んでいったもの。神垣の巫女の名において命じる。
Ha ha ha. He's like, you know what? Screw it. I order you in the name of the sacred shrine
機内と戸
maidens.
様の居
Everyone
住
in the
区を
village
統
will
合
work
するため
together to
に
unify the
里の
residential
すべての
areas
も
of
のは
the
協
insiders
力せ
and
よ。
outsiders. Ooh, snap.
よし。
Okay, so who's with me? So I do have Soma and Hatsuho now. So I need to head to the ruins. Okay. So anyways, moving on with my story. So these two guys come in. I just described the difference between the UK and the US rating system. So dude comes in with the it's a copy of, I believe it was a copy of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Says it's not sealed. I'm like, okay, great. But then I take a look at it. I realize it has the UK rating system on it. It had a Peggy 18 symbol. And I was like, that's another red flag, because where did they get a game like that with that kind of symbol? Like, that just speaks wonders about, you know, the legitimacy of how they got those games. So one thing that I hear this other woman say, and I actually come to realize, I think she was the manager at that time. Because, wait, hold on. Let's see where we're going here. Oh, wow. It's all the way over there. Oh, it's in the Age of Grace. Okay. Okay, so I need to head south. Okay, so anyways. So these folks, he says he has a game that's not sealed. And what does this manager say to him? She says, well, just so you guys know, we can only offer store credit right now. The minute... Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. So, so the girl who's helping him says, okay, I need, are you over 18 and have a valid ID to prove your age? And the guy says no, and the girl helping him says, okay, well, I need to have a valid ID of someone who is over the legal age of 18 in order to accept this trade. So he heads toward the door. Man, I need to find out where I'm going. I'm going the wrong way. So he heads toward the door, and like I so badly, like I hesitated because I don't know why, but I hesitated. And after, like, because honestly, had I not hesitated, I probably would have told, oh geez, no, I'm not fighting you. Am I going the wrong way again? I hope I'm not going the wrong way again. I hope I can get out of here. I think I'll be able to. Or maybe not. I don't know. But we'll find out. We'll just go on an adventure. So anyways, so this dude's walking out toward the door, and honestly, I think the reason I hesitated is because I was waiting to see if he was gonna go outside. But he didn't. He just opened the door and he like did a little finger gesture to signal someone to come to him. But if he had gone outside, I probably would have been like, yeah, that game's not from around here. Like, it doesn't have our rating system, if you notice. But anyways, moving on, I was unable to say that to the girl helping the guy. So he comes back in, and along with this other dude, who I'm guessing was the over 18 person who had the ID, his ID out, and the woman who's helping the other guy, the manager, says, "Hey, just so you guys know, we can only offer store credit right now." And if there's one thing I recall hearing, like I've read somewhere that if someone's suspicious about a trade, they can say that to basically try to deter people to try and trade it. Because usually when people are trying to trade in stolen games, the minute they say they can only get store credit, they're like, no way, I don't want to do this then. But that's kind of the reason. What the heck? Where am I? Oh. But anyways, the minute the woman says that, the dude just slaps his hand on the game, slides it off the counter, and they both walk out the door. And I was curious as to what just went on. So I was just completely astounded by the whole thing. And the manager actually went on to say, she was like, yeah, those people were beyond suspicious. And I was like, yeah, tell me about it. I mean, they bring in a sack full of sealed games, and then when they do find one that is unsealed, like, because to be completely honest, you know, if you hadn't looked at them, they probably could have just taken them outside, opened them, and then brought them back in. But I remember, like, the thing is though, that made me think about like a time back when I was younger. Like, let's think here. I'm late 20s now. I was about maybe 14, 15 years old. I remember it was just right about before I went into high school. I remember there were these two boys who lived in my town. I won't divulge their names because I honestly don't remember who one of them was. But I remember they came to my door. They were basically they came up to me. They had this stack of what appeared to be Xbox, like original Xbox demo discs. Now I say demo discs because I actually got one of those particular discs from a magazine one time, and I could tell. I was like, hey, why do they have all these demo discs here? Well, guess what they were doing? They were trying to sell these demo discs as if they were full games. They were telling me, they were like, Hawkman things? I don't even know what those are called. But they came up to me and they were trying to sell these discs to me as if they were full games. I was like, and I'll admit, I played along with it. I was like, hey, what's with all this other stuff that's on this besides besides the game in question. Like I think the one I had was of let's see if I remember. I think it had a playable demo of the it was a Prince of Persia game. It was the second Prince of Persia game that was released on the Xbox. Can't remember what it was called, but oh my gosh, where am I going? Oh, I am not where I need to be. Okay, so anyways, these guys are trying to, again, sell these demo discs to me as if they were full games, and I wouldn't say I played dumb, but I played poor, more so, because I basically said, hey, listen, I don't really have the money for this right now, so I'm sorry, but, you know, can we maybe, like, you know, I tried to convey interest. I was like, could you maybe bring them by maybe some other time and I can maybe check them out? And they were like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Well, yeah, that later on never happened because, oh my gosh, I have no idea where I'm going. Where am I going? I don't go that way. I don't go that way. How did I get there? Rainfall Mansion. Oh, is there a way from there? Have I been going the wrong way this whole time? Whatever. But so anyway, so these guys who, you know, I said, hey, you know, can you come back another time? I'll try it then. They were all, yeah, sure. Well, little did I know that I found out that they were both smoking marijuana. And back in the time, I was thinking, oh man, they're smoking marijuana. They're terrible, terrible people. You know, now that I'm older, I'm a huge advocate for the legalization of marijuana because let's just say I've been to college. But so when I found that out, I was like, oh my gosh. And one of the boys actually had gone missing, and I was like, and we were like, oh no, because you know I actually went to school with him and his older brother, so I was legitimately concerned. I was like, oh my goodness, I hope he's okay. And we don't know what happened, but like apparently when like from what don't take my word for this because take it with a grain of salt, but from what I heard, the cops were whoa, what the heck? Why am why did my stamina just get drained? Can I get out of here, please? Oh my gosh. The miasma here is thick. Like, I need to work quickly. And my stamina is completely drained. Like, how the heck am I gonna get there?
ここから東の方には霊山があるぜ。霊山君がいるモノノフの本拠地だ。
Oh, good. Try to cure. Ow. Oh my gosh. Pardon me. Ah, my gosh. You're fighting a bunch of enemies, they will overwhelm you if you're not careful. But, so anyways, I found out that these kids were, like, they'd gone missing, and when you are now friendly with a Tanko. Huh? With a Tanko? With a Tanko? That's it? Usually all the Tanko I've I've saved like millions. But anyway, so I find out that apparently that, like, to cut a long story short, unfortunately, one of the boys who tried to sell the game to me, I found out killed himself. And it, you know, it struck a whole lot of, why would he do that? What was going on in his life that he would do that? Well, we find out that that when they went missing, it turned out it was like they were like, well, actually, I'll be honest, I don't know why they went missing, but they had gone missing first of all, and then after they were reporting missing, apparently one of the boy that killed himself, came back home and he noticed the police at his house, and he thought they were there because of the drugs, and he went out into the woods near our home, in our hometown, and he just killed himself. I won't get into details of how, but it was really tragic. It was really sad. And honestly, when talking about the story, I am not by any means glorifying him killing himself. I'm not going to shame him. I'm just telling the story and saying it happened. And I'm just like, man, I tell you, I don't know, like, because honestly, I remember hearing a story. I remember watching a show of someone said, and it was actually a crime show. Case Closed. That's the name. But there's a scene in one of the episodes where after the character Conan, who's like the main character of the show, for those who haven't seen it, he opens up a container, and he says to another detective, he's like, it's just that I can't imagine ever killing, like, I can never bring myself to kill myself, is pretty much what he says. And I was like, and that's how I was too. I was like, you know, I can never imagine what could bring someone to kill themselves. I mean, I understand some people, they think, you know, if like they understand some people have their own, I don't even know what I'm saying. Again, I mean no disrespect in what I'm talking about here, but you know, I've done some research, and I've read that, you know, some people, they kill themselves because they figure, you know, only the release of death can save them from the horrible world that they live in, or the horrible world that they have to suffer through. And you know, I understand. Like, I was bullied in school. I understand the feeling, but I said, like, I've gone through bad times, but I've always thought to myself, you know, I will admit, I think I'm pretty sure I was suicidal at one point. But what are these? Are those will-o-wisps? Huh. What's this? Oh. Amintama. Okay. Am I really going the wrong way? Son of a bitch. Well, back I go. But anyways, like, I'm kind of thankful that even though I felt the way that I was back in the day, I am, like, so incredibly grateful that I didn't go through with it, because I was able to meet some of the most amazing people of my life, and they are essentially what keeps me going now, because I go through times where I'm depressed, I'm bummed out, and I don't want to, like, I basically just don't want to be near people. But wait. Okay, can I go up here? I can't. Great. This is where I need to go, it looks like. Jeez. Everywhere I go, there's one attacking. I just want to make progress here, damn it.
ノコノコと狩られに来たか。
Here's another one.
行くぜ。
Oh. He's after it. Okay. Alright. So anyways, as I was saying, I'm not gonna continue the story for very long because I've essentially said everything I needed to say. But if any of you who I've ever known in my life ever watch this video, please, but I must let you know that I appreciate you and I'm thankful for you being in my life. And you are people that keep me going every day. But anyways, as I was saying, ow. Okay, you know what? Let's just focus on destroying this.
行けね。急いで鬼払いだ。
Purify these parts, because I know, or if I'm not mistaken, when you start getting those like red, black, and white circles around them, it means they're recovering lost body parts. And you don't want that, because you need to break the body parts in order to expose the life force, which basically, which is basically the essential equivalent to exposing the weak spot. You want as many weak spots exposed as possible, so then you can do more damage to them at each time. Oh. That, no. No, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Yeah.
大したやつだぜ。まったくよ。
Here. Is that his wing? Yep. Scarlet wing. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Okay, I still have a lot to learn about this game.
よし来た。前段ぶち込んでやる。どうだ。手も足も出まい。
Nice.
身ぐるみ剥いじゃえ。
鋼鉄の体に鬼の牙は通らねえのさ。
Or heat haze. Nice. Okay. Now can I move on? No, because that was my quest. Okay. Wow, I'm getting a lot of stuff. Oh, I got all parts destroyed bonus. Great. That's delayed reaction. Let's go inside. Into the ruins we go. Okay, so I think after this, I'm gonna give one more little story, and then I'm probably gonna end it. Whoa, this is fancy. Pure Machina Stone. Got something to celebrate, friends. Big new discovery.
なんだそりゃ。
Which means what? I'm not keen to keep on playing around with souls. Oh, that's interesting. Stress on the Shrine Maiden will be reduced while also allowing her to create an even larger barrier. Oh!
なるほどな。
Heh.
やれやれ。
Heh. Alright.
じゃあ。
All my relations improved, yay! Let's see what happens next. If I don't, there's not more dialogue, I'll do my last story and then we'll stop with this playthrough. Something has happened while we were away. Uh-huh. Certainly looks like it. What happened? Oh no. I was trying to keep them under control. Oh man. He isn't a bad guy. He's not.
戻るぞ。
感謝する。
I find it weird when this is going on. Like certain parts where they have the voices, other parts where they don't. Yeah, translation when someone says, "Will you do this? Will you do this?" I'm like, yeah, you kind of have to do it in order to. Pardon me. Pardon. Ah. Pardon me about that. I sneezed.
いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいま
I
せ。
hate that I have to defeat the enemies, not just, you know,
はい。
not just bring parts of their body. On the plus side, it kind of makes it easy to get it done.
あなた
Because
様
that
の見
means
た。
because I'm sure to fight one in my travels. So, can I call colleagues? Good. Let's call. Minazuki.
任せてくれ。
Need to I need to improve my relations with the
行こうか。
professor and Gwen. So I will bring them and then
承知した。
Minazuki. Yes.
ありがとうござい。
Okay, got that boosted. What do we have here? Okay. Only men are allowed, but if I go with Amara, I can still bathe, which is great. It's one advantage to befriending someone of the opposite sex, because then you can bathe anytime and it doesn't matter. You can still get your purity bonuses.
こうなりゃ開き直るしかねえだろ。
Meh. Yeah, you don't get a choice, punk. I'm taking a bath with you. So anyways, one more little story to wrap up the time here. So I am at what? Oh, that's the Tenko that I rescued. Aw, it has a cute voice. And it's green too. Ooh, what should I name it? Name. Quinn? Yeah, Quinn. I like Quinn. Good name. Give him fox rice. I'll let him come with me. Where are my other Tango? Like, cause honestly, I don't really have a choice. Like, why can't I just be the... Why can't I decide a Tango to keep? Why can't, once I rescue a Tango, why can't I be like, hey, do you want to let this Tango... I do not like that voice. So I'm giving him this mild candy to see. Cause that's annoying. No. I don't care, I don't like your voice. Call me snobbish if you want.
いらっしゃい。
Love it, I can use a multi-purpose rock. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I hate how you get into a new level, you have to find all new fancy things in order to. Anyways, I was telling a story. So I'm at work this past Monday, I believe. Yeah, because there's a school system in nearby where I work that was on spring break, and I work at a family entertainment center with bowling, go-karts, mini golf, the like. Now, before I even continue with this story, I want to drop a little disclaimer that at work that day, this past Monday, just the side with the bowling and the mini golf was open. Go-karts were not open. The only thing that was open was bowling, mini golf, and inflatables. That was it. So, we have no one at the start of the day, no customers at all. First customers of the day is this group that had a reservation. Okay, no problem. We set them up, no big deal. Right after they get set up, I see an older gentleman and a younger boy who's with him. I'm guessing, I don't know if they were father and son, grandfather and son, or uncle and nephew, but I see them over off to the side. They are discussing things, and they're looking over, and they're like, and out of nowhere, I hear them say, "Oh, what about this wristband?" And I was like, "Oh no," because all of our wristbands include go-karts, and the go-karts weren't open, so we couldn't do that. So that wouldn't have been good. But I, being the socially awkward person that I am, I was like, I didn't say anything to them. So I just say to them, I say, "Can I help you guys?" And the man comes around over to my side of the counter, and he says, "Could we get 2 of the day pass number 2s?" Well, now day pass number 2s are even worse, because day pass number 2 has just go-karts and mini golf, so that definitely doesn't work. Now, I am one who I hate to break that type of bad news to people. I hate to break bad news in general, but when it comes to the go-karts not being open, like, that would bum me out to hear that too, so I understand. But so I tell them, I say, "Well, I'm sorry, folks, but unfortunately the go-karts aren't open yet. They will open at 5 p.m. Now, a typical response would have been, "Oh man, that sucks. That's a bummer," and whatnot. And some people have said, "Well, can we come back then? Could we come back at another time?" And there are people that have asked that, and I said, "Yeah, that's totally fine," because I've said out. But no, I tell these guys that the go-karts aren't open. First words out of this older gentleman's mouth: "Why would you guys do that?" I'm completely caught off guard. I'm like, "Why would we do what? Like, what did we do?" And he goes on to say, "There are kids that are on spring break here. Why wouldn't you guys have everything open?" I was like, and I just said, "I'm sorry, sir, but this is how management has it set up." It's like, and I said, I was like, everything will be open at 11 a.m. next week." Naturally, he does not sit well with that, because he says, well, they'll all be back in school at that time. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not so cynical. Like, I don't have such a cynical, sarcastic voice in my voice when I say it to him. But I did say, I was like, "Well, I am sorry, sir, but that's just how it is. That's what we have set. I apologize for not being able to do anything for you." And so he just turns around and they walk away, and I was just like, wow, you can't expect everyone to bend at your whim just because you're on spring break. It's like, "Hey, we're on spring break. Is everything going to be open?" It's like, no, because the school system in our area is not on spring break. So, like, I know, like, I personally don't get why we even opened at all, because normally on Mondays we don't even open until 5 p.m. But, you know, management said, hey, because this school system is on spring break, we're going to open up the bowling side, because we do get a lot of customers from that area, and it's the area, and I'll just say it, it's the Niles, Michigan area. You know, we get a lot of customers from around there, so understandable that they did that. But I personally, you know, if it were up to me, I wouldn't have done it. And if people were wondering, I would have said, I would have been like, listen, we shouldn't. If I had any say, I probably would have gone to management and be like, listen, we probably shouldn't even open at all, because people are gonna come in, they're gonna want to do go-karts, and we're gonna say, sorry, go-karts aren't open, and they're gonna be upset about it. But I digress. What's Togitsugu doing down here? I apologize. I was not paying attention to anything the people that I was talking to were saying. Probably terrible to have done that, but oh well. Oh. Wonder what that means. Even let the outsiders carry weapons for fear of attacks or riots. Oh, I see. So they actually let the outsiders be slayers here, so they seem to trust them more. Yeah. Precisely. One decision by our chief changed the entire fate of the village. Saika, our previous chief, the hero who accepted the samurai and saved the village. A hero who now also slumbers beneath a grave marker. Duh. With her gone, this unrest cannot be easily resolved. She was your friend? So what do I have to do now? Do I have to go back to that gravestone? Which, if I'm not mistaken, is right over here, yeah. Okay, so last thing, we'll do this last, and then we'll sort things around, and then we'll end this broadcast. Large letters inscribed on the gravestone. Chief of Maharoba, Saika, rests here. Huh? Stone. Is it? Oh, blinding
この
light.
石を拾った者に私の記憶を託す。
Huh? Memory stone. Ooh, interesting. Now what? Oh, I need to show the memory stone to the professor. Well, I ain't gonna do that. Forget that noise. I'm gonna save my game and just wrap it up for tonight. So let's start with the saving. Wait, let's look at what I found while I was out there. Carcinus. Against Earth. Umbrapod. I've slain one. Frostfang. Wait a minute. Didn't I need some stuff from Sleep Spitters in order to like, either upgrade or make a certain weapon? I think I did. I can make a Demon Lord Whip now, whatever that is. Asura Whip? Not bad. That doesn't look anything fancy. That looks cool, however. Your sword. Oh, that's pretty nice. Hmm. Interesting. That's pretty cool. That has a lot of power. Kind of makes me want to get that avaricious fang in order to make that spear. Just to have a powerful spear to use. I apologize for not talking very much right now. Looking at things. Okay, so yeah, let's make this real now. So I'm going to save this here, and we will end this episode here. So everyone who came around, thank you for stopping by. And if you like the video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I do plan on playing through this game because this is, like I said in previous videos, I like to play obscure games just so people who might not be familiar with them can get an idea of what they're like. So I do plan on playing through this game through completion, so if you like it, be sure to check out the other videos I have. Thank you and have a good day.